Chicago, Kathy, you're on the Savage Nation.
I'll tell you, we're sick of it, Michael. We're tired. You're right. We are furious, absolutely furious. And we don't need any talk show host organizing us. And I don't give a damn what that Reid says or Pelosi says. These are grassroots efforts, okay? Let me tell you about one that's going to happen September 12th.
But, Kathy, I'm not going to cut you off. Why would Nancy Pelosi and Boxer have the nerve to say that people at town hall meetings are stooges of some nefarious anti-American group and that they're Nazis? Where do they get the nerve to say that?
Because they're scared, okay? They only know how to, think of how they operate, okay? It was okay for them to have their little organized efforts, okay? But when the right tries to do it, it's wrong.
Do you know that this nation, the United States of America, was created by citizens resisting the British?
Right. And
do you know that the citizens had enough of the British that they started to resist the British? And do you know that in the beginning this resistance was not supported by most of the colonists or Americans? 20% of the American citizens at that time were still loyal to the king. And they did not want the other Americans to protest the king. They were very happy being subjects of the king. You know that, don't you?
Well, no, I don't, but it's enlightening, and I'm happy you've said that. So they were a bunch of followers. Okay, well, we're not.
Yeah, 20% of the people said, don't fight the king. We have it good enough as a colony. Right now, you have no more than 20% of the people saying be loyal to King Obama. It's no more than 20%. It's that the 20% include 100% of the media. That's why you think that the numbers are much larger than there are. 80% of the taxpayers in this country, 80% of the taxpayers in this country are onto the fact that this man is an imposter.
Their little psychological warfare isn't going to work. I'm telling you, these are grassroots efforts, okay? We've got one going on for September 12th, okay? It's in the far west suburbs of Chicago, okay? It's going to extend from Crystal Lake all the way down to Aurora, down Randall Road, and it's called the Liberty Trail event. And if you Google that, you can find it on the web. It's Joe Miller who is organizing this. We don't need any, talk.
Well, what I want to see is this snowballing to the point where all members of the resistance against the Obotomy and all the people in America who refuse to be Obotomized by the gangsters of New York who have robbed us blind, the Wall Street criminals. Make no mistake about it. The Wall Street criminals are who put Obama in power. You know that, and I know that. Do you agree with me on that?
Yes, I do.
Where have the billions and billions of dollars gone? Where has the money gone? They're buying jets now for $65 million apiece to ferry Pelosi and her children around America? This is not gangsterism? We've been taken over by a group of criminals in the opinion of millions and millions of people who know what's going on. Millions of people know it. I want to see disparate groups joining together. The day that the motorcycle groups, and I mean from the far extreme violent motorcycle groups to the motorcycle groups that are disorganized and nonviolent, when they start joining the citizen groups and they start revving up their motorcycles outside town hall meetings, and they join the veterans, and they join all of the other Americans who've had enough of these frauds, you're going to see change in this country. You're going to have hope in this country. You're going to finally see the mask lifted off this joker. But just remember one thing, that a cornered rat is much more dangerous than a rat who is not cornered. So if you think that they're going to go away quietly into the night, even if 95% of the American people said, hell no, we won't go, hell no, we won't be lobotomized, you're mistaken. You're going to see the real fangs come out from beneath that benign mask.